Ladies and gentlemen, this is JRTV Hawaii, in search of a great marriage, new ideas, and subsequently world peace that we can all enjoy. So, I'm going into the realm of, I've got lots of good playlists on YouTube. I've got one for club music, one for driving, one for trance, and one for strip clubs with women dancing. And I want to hit some points here. You know, there was a protest, if you haven't noticed. There have been protests. It's kind of the unveiling of, you know, facts and lies about, you know, whether there is a virus or what, you know, who's honest and who's corrupt, and you know what people's agendas are behind the scenes. And we have to understand something, guys. Like, all the police officers, they don't necessarily want to follow certain orders, but we have to respect the orders that they give because we respect them as human beings. So, for instance, if they request people to disperse at a march, or if they request that people only stay in smaller groups or wear masks, that we should comply out of respect for them and the fact that they put their lives at risk when there's real problems going down. You know, they have firearms for a reason, to protect us from dangerous people. So, and the same goes with the doctors and nurses. You know, they're trying their best to, and even people like preachers or politicians, anyone who's involved where there's a lot of money involved and there's the potential exists for corruption. You know, it's kind of like when you're part of a bigger organized machine, the machine can get targeted by, you know, people targeting greedy people at the top, or maybe they become greedy because they're at the top. Or maybe they are afraid to not do the will of whoever it is. Like, is there an Illuminati? You know, whose fault is it? It's the government. It's their fault, right? That's not responsible approach to the situation. We're talking about humanity, guys. We're talking about our species. All right, we've got to respect one another, treat each other as humans. Particularly have some more respect for the police. I think I mean, it's one thing if you're resistant to, and which you should be, to actually somebody going and maybe trying to force you to have a vaccine. That wouldn't be right, because you know the downsides. There are no the disadvantages, or the side effects are greater than the effects. Like, if there was a real virus, people, you know, there would be experimenting on how to vaccine, and a lot of people would be taking it. But this is just not real. But it was a good practice run for things, and changing subjects here. You have practice for a real virus. That's what. But here's the thing, guys. Veganism, right? Like, I like to help promote veganism. You know, and people might not like there's some, you know, documentaries about harsh realities that animals face, and I don't like seeing those either. But I more am concerned about you not getting cancer and you not taking on the unfavorable karma of the innocent animals. And I may have exceptions for like predatory animals. I don't see why we should be so promoting of their lives. And the curiosity is that, you know, like creatures like you know, dogs and cats, which are often treated well by, you know, vegans, is you know, those are carnivorous creatures. You know, even dogs that might only prefer vegan food, like they still might chase off their birds and hurt them. And of course, we all know that dogs, especially the bulldog breeds, they really do a lot of damage in society. They're like the number one like threat to society in terms of they do a lot of bad stuff. And you know, dogs are unhygienic, but you know, I respect people. You know, they're fun, but they have their downsides. More importantly, we need to focus on one another and celebrate who we are as humans. And the woman, the womb, that is what we need to celebrate. And you know, sacred womb. People could have shirts that say sacred womb, and women can wear them. And you know, that ties back into my ongoing narrative about marriage and how it's such a great thing, and it's such a thing that takes maturity and power and strength to pursue, when you might think that it just takes you know, that it's more powerful to seduce people. No, it's more powerful to pursue what you want. So check out my recent videos and my musical playlists. A lot of good stuff on my channel. Aloha, and remember to breathe. If there's nothing else that you see from my channel, it's breath. It's breathing when you're upset. Being upset is just a lack of proper breathing. And you might think, oh, it's good to be angry in certain situations. No, because anger controls you, and people who make you angry can control you. So breathe. Put your arms across, you know, fold your arms across your chest. Protect your third chakra, solar plexus. All right. And remember the light work process I do as well. Imagine people you don't like smiling. Transcend. And remember to watch people. They might be a threat. Laws of the jungle, right? Watch people. Look at their feet movement. Don't have to look at them, but at least be observant of your surroundings. Be in your own security. Again, guys, a lot of good content's coming in here that I'm able to generate, and glad to share it with you. Hope you're having as much fun as I am. You know, we're working through a lot of heavy stuff here. But, you know, people, again, they might think the documentaries about veganism are gross, but, you know, that's what you're eating, guys. Come on. All right?